And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Introducing first, a man who truly needs no introduction, but tonight, it will be legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the undeniable. This is the universal. This is the uncontested.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of From The Rafters Podcast. We are back. We're just coming off of an amazing night. 2 nights of non-stop action, amazing matches. So many good memories coming out tonight. We are From The Rafters. This is your host, Kevin.
I'm Big Kurt.
I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead.
This is the Big Beezy, the Beast Beezy Kurt.
What were we calling him? Beezy back?
What?
Yeah, he finished. We'll get into that later.
And I'm Yumi, staring at these two idiots who just tried to do some kind of shitty introduction.
Fucking ruining our show. God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are here. It is SummerSlam weekend. NXT TakeOver weekend. It is jam-packed. We still have one more night to go. Raw Monday night from the Barclay Center. 3 sold-out nights from the Barclay Center. It has been amazing so far. So many good matches. We're gonna get into all that. We're gonna start off tonight with NXT, which happened on Saturday in front of a sold-out crowd of over 15,000 people, which is first off insane. That NXT can get that many followers. But a couple matches we'll get into with the with NXT Takeover. Do we want to do overall impression first, guys, or do we just want to jump into it?
Jump into it.
All right. NXT Takeover. What a start to Takeover event. You have Triple H in the ring talking to the camera. Just, it's so much emotion. I had chills the entire time he was talking. And the second the lights hit and you see the entire Barclay Center just in a full NXT chant.
I thought he was in like a back room doing a promo because I didn't understand why the way he sounded. It didn't sound like he was on a microphone until I realized that there was like people with their cell phone lights behind, and I was like, oh shit. And then when the lights went on, it was nuts. Everyone went insane. It was beautiful.
It was an absolutely amazing start to the event.
Oh, I remember what it was, by the way. It was Rye Beezy.
You're still on this?
Yeah.
Enjoy the last night of Kurt on this podcast, guys. He will no longer be joining us after tonight.
Empty threats. I'm here from last time.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, alright? Just because, you do a lot for this podcast, that's the reason you're still here.
I provide more value than you do.
If you want to say that, go ahead.
I just did.
Cool. We'll see what happens when I'm not here.
All right, see what happens.
Cool.
To my house.
With NXT TakeOver, there are a couple matches. Drew Title Liger versus Tyler Breeze. Pretty random stuff. The first big match of the night, which I thought was a big match, the Vaudevillains challenging for the NXT Tag Team Championship titles against Blake and Murphy, Banff, with Alexa Bliss in the corner. Blue Pants.
Blue Pants
City.
Get it right. If you're going to say the chant, get it right. Blue Pants came out to help out the Vaudevillains, kind of help neutralize the whole Alexa Bliss problem that was going on last time. Big Blue Pants City chant. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's so bad it's over. It really is. Like it's. I don't think anyone takes it seriously, but it's one of those things where it's kind of ridiculous that it's so over.
It's so over now. She has her own shirt on the network. It's crazy.
Don't. You better be serious.
There's a shirt. You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I put it up on the group chat last night. Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, it's just literally just a pair of blue pants.
Yep.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it actually said like Blue Pants City.
Oh no! There's no Blue Pants City shirt yet.
Oh, no, that's fine.
It's in the works.
No, I already knew she had her own like blue pants, like just a blue pants shirt.
Oh, okay.
Great match. I definitely think it was one of the top matches of the night. Number 3 match of the night. A lot of back and forth, a lot of good moves. The Flying Eagle Senton that Aiden English did off the top rope was really, really good.
Gorgeous.
The double neck breaker that Blake and Murphy did on Aiden English was great. A lot of hang time there, a lot of impact.
Savage.
What else was there? That double power bomb that Simon Gotch hit on Blake and Murphy coming off of the top rope.
Oh yeah.
When they were trying to suplex Aiden
Oh
English.
yeah.
That was
solid.
pretty solid. The finish on this one came when Alexa Bliss tried to interfere, and you have Blue Pants, of course, knocking her out. I got worried because Blake and Murphy, or I think it was Blake, got the roll up.
Oh, Gotch.
I thought he would have won it then. I thought they still would have won it.
That was sneaky as hell. I didn't.
I would have been disappointed if that would have done it. But it was a good move. Gotch was able to kick out, and set up with what's it called?
The Whirling Dervish.
Whirling Dervish. I can never say
Whirling Dervish.
Dervish.
Dervish. With V?
Yeah, see, that's why I think I would have said Dervish.
Yeah, Dervish.
Yeah,
Vish.
Great finisher. Great team finisher. The Vaudevillains, your new tag
God, I'm
team
so
champs.
fucking happy. It's like it's been so long since they've been with the company, and they're just now like finally getting that shot. I don't know why Banff got that shot over them. I think one of them was hurt. I think Aiden English was hurt or something like that, and that's probably why. But now they got it, and I think they're gonna run with it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, there was a while where we just didn't see anything about the Vaudevillains. I felt like they weren't doing anything. I don't know what was going on there.
And now William Regal said that they're going to have a Dusty Rhodes Open Invitational Tag Team Tournament over the next couple weeks, so that's going to be nice to watch. I'm going with Enzo and Cass.
Of course. You have to go with Enzo and Cass going into that one. I think they're probably going to be one of the bigger favorites going into that tournament. Great to see them kind of setting something up like that.
Yeah, and the final of that tournament's in October.
October. The next NXT TakeOver in October, which will be pretty cool.
Will they announce what city that's going to be in?
No.
London?
No, London.
That's December.
Is actually going to happen in December.
Oh.
So yes, NXT is heading over to the UK, which I feel like it's probably gonna set up for a WWE pay-per-view to happen overseas at some point. I think this is the way of saying, let's see how this turns out and to give it a test run, and then for all we know, maybe next SummerSlam be in the UK again, like in '92.
At Wembley.
Which would be pretty cool. It's great to see. I've gotten so over with the Vaudevillains lately.
Wait, Beats, you hate their gimmick, right?
I'm sorry, like I don't know, their opening, like I don't know, it just doesn't hit me. But oh my god, that wrestling match, their wrestling, yeah, they won me over. I was never in their corner, but their wrestling is awesome.
I love their entrance.
Their entrance is amazing.
Their entrance is great.
It's different.
I'll give you that. It is different. I don't know. Maybe the more I watch it, it might start to grow on me.
Think about it. Like so it's pure silent film. Like even when they're coming down the ramp, they don't say anything. They mouth everything. I don't know if you noticed that. They don't say a single word. They just mouth it. They are completely a silent film until it goes into color when they're in the ring.
Probably not, because I'm more focused on that guy that they put on the screen with the megaphone.
Yes. Because he's the promoter.
Right? He is the silent movie promoter. He's It's classic. I love it.
Like I said, maybe the more I watch that interest, it'll start growing on me.
And that mustache is pristine even after a match.
I'll give you that mustache. Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's our mustache core right there.
And that little pose they get.
I love that pose where they're both just kind of flexing.
Yeah.
So great.
Love it.
I think that's my new favorite kind of tag team pose kind of deal.
I kind of wish they would come out with one of the old school barbells. Like round at the end. Just flexing with one of those. It'd be fucking sick.
Kurt, you should get that mustache.
I'm going to do it. No Shave November. Look out.
It's gonna take him months to get that done.
I'm doing it. I'm starting early. Just in case.
All right. I think one of the other bigger things that came out of NXT TakeOver was Apollo Crews. I have been calling him Baby Bobby Lashley.
Terry Cruz's forgotten son.
He looks just like Bobby Lashley. For those of you guys who have seen Attitude Era, post Attitude Era wrestling, WWE wrestling, Bobby Lashley was just this freak of nature, big tough motherfucker. Apollo Crews just looks just like him. Insane speed, insane agility, like that standing moonsault he did. Great stuff.
Pure athleticism by Apollo Crews. I'm super happy that his debut wasn't a squash match, and he actually had a good 5-10 minute match with the Perfect 10.
Ty Dillinger.
That
gimmick's starting to go over, but it's taken a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
There's still more needs to go into that for me to fully buy into that.
Yeah, it didn't get me at all. I'm not too much into NXT. I'm starting to get into it thanks to you guys, but it didn't. I maybe have to see it a few more times. It doesn't connect.
Not yet.
With you. right off the break.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, well, we'll see. He needs an Old Spice commercial, by the way. Apollo Crews?
Yeah.
He needs an Old Spice commercial.
I agree with that.
It's the worst.
It was actually the two things I want to see is did they give him a different finisher? Because I don't think the standing moonsault is enough.
I think he has something else, but because it was just his first match, let's not give everything away, kind of deal. Let's give you a preview.
Sure.
Let's give you that little taste, but you don't get the full.
I'd be fine with that. Hopefully they give him something else. And then the other thing is I want to see what his mic skills are like, because I want to see if he's full package. If you know.
I didn't like his walkout when he was walking out.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys picked up on it. He's sitting there just surprised by everything, kind of like, oh look, it's my name. Oh hey, it's my logo. Oh hey, look, my name's on the screen. Oh my God! Like, no.
You got to think about it though. This guy's used to wrestling in gyms with fucking 500 people in it. You walk out to a crowd with 15,000 people in it, and he's like looking around. He's shitting bricks probably, but he performed pretty well. So I mean, you can't be mad at him.
Yeah, I think
if that's his ongoing gimmick in regular NXT TV, then there's gonna be an issue.
I'm honestly surprised that most of them didn't do that because I don't think they've been on like this big of a house.
They've never been this big, but they all had the professionalism or whatever the hell the word is for it to know not to go out there and act really surprised at that moment.
Well, I mean, okay, let's also think about it. Most other people, when their character, right, their persona has something else to distract from themselves. So Finn Balor has the demon, Undertaker length 20-minute grand entrance. Vaudevillains have the old school, type of entrance. Most people, they have something to distract, whether it be pyro, whether it's fog, whether it's something else, something on the Titantron. It was literally just him walking out to, hey guys, it's me.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can build a better brand around him. Maybe it'll help kind of take that focus away from him being kind of new to, this grand of a scale, or this, these big arenas. Stage, there you go. Yeah, if we can give him something I said we like I'm a part of it. If they can give some.
Sir, we are a part of it. Okay?
$9.99. We are a part of it.
I pay those checks are cut by me. I'm paying for it. Yeah, hopefully they can build a brand or at least a good gimmick around him to distract from just himself.
Definitely. Dream booking for me is him against Neville. I know what yours is, Yumi. If you want to share it.
Oh, I want to see him go against Titus.
Ooh.
That's just too tall, too big of a height difference. I don't know.
I want to see him go against Neville.
He just said
that.
Oh, did you? I wasn't paying attention.
No, I mean, it makes sense, right? Two high flyers, two really athletic guys. I looked at it more of just kind of David and Goliath. He's kind of small, but kind of he can do something. I think they can figure it out. They could figure it out. Oh my God, that'd be crazy.
All right, moving on in the show. Match of the night, the best match of the weekend.
Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin.
Fuck you. Fucking piece of shit. Your NXT Women's Championship match. Bayley versus the champion, the boss, Sasha Banks.
The ultimate heel.
I'm gonna be blunt. I cried. I had tears in my eyes.
I'm not gonna lie, I was right there with him. Teared up. It was emotional.
Same here.
I'm so happy for Bayley. It took her forever. She started before Charlotte. She started before Sasha. She was in there before all of those girls that are up there right now, and I think she finally got what she deserved.
You're looking at me like I'm on crack for saying that I cried.
No, I'm not looking at you for that. I've seen you cry already many times. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's emotion.
This match had it all. Like, and I told it to these guys in the text message. Like, you were in that ring with them. This was a wrestling match. This was a fight. This was them putting everything on the line, sacrificing their body. I could have sworn one of them would have fucking died. Either Bayley getting spiked by herself when she went off the top rope.
That was crazy.
Or Bayley spiking Sasha when she came off the top rope towards the end. Like, the emotion. It was an emotional roller coaster through the entire match. You don't know when that finish is coming. The reversal on the bank statement, reversal into a crossface.
Oh my God, that was gorgeous.
Fucking beautiful.
Fucking gorgeous.
All the high flying moves, beautiful. It's been years since we've seen a match like this. More so as a women's match. last time I remember seeing this was Lita versus Trish.
You know why you say this is? It's been a long time since we've seen something like this. It's because they actually told a good story in the ring, and that's something everyone's missing. Only thing that really pissed me off is she didn't really fucking sell her hand after she got that thing smashed in, and she fucking used her fucking hand to fucking slam down Sasha so many times.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not even mad at that.
But even then, it was, and I like the times where you have Sasha Banks taunting her. Like,
that was great.
You're building the story. You're not worth my time. Bailey's the whole story, the whole build up was Bailey is not worth the time that they're giving her.
She's not good enough.
She's not good enough, and they built it so perfectly that it was beautiful. It's the best way I can describe it. It's just beautiful.
You know what I think the biggest thing for her is going to be when she reaches the main roster. Like right now, what she's doing is she has everybody hooked in, all the kids and all the people. She may be a Lady Cena when it comes to merch.
Exactly.
Because she's killing it right now.
I agree
killing
with you.
it.
You just stole.
You just straight stole what I said while we were watching the.
I did
pay-per-view.
not. My bad. I wasn't.
I want credit, David, for what I said.
Jumpy said that she's Lady Cena.
No, you're absolutely right though. Yeah, actually, it's one of the main things. Well, as much as people may dislike John Cena, the man sells. He can sell merch, and Bailey's gonna be the exact same thing. That tween, young crowd, over to the moon.
Look at the video package she had.
All the hipsters.
It was the kids that she was hugging in the crowd. It was the kids she's giving the slap bands to. It's all kids. It's all. What do you call them? Tweens?
Tweens, yeah.
Yeah, it's all of that.
I think Brooklyn was actually perfect for Bailey to win. Like, that's a hipster crowd. There's young kids. There's new people there.
It's a wrestling city. Like, it's the wrestling city, other than Chicago.
Yeah.
I feel like, and Philadelphia. I think when you talk about wrestling cities, those are your top three right there. They understand, and I was telling this earlier to another guy that was here with us. They know all the ins and outs of the business. They know the backstage stuff. They know the stories. They know what these wrestlers have gone through. So they couldn't have picked a better city to do it in. Definitely amazing.
What would you rate that match?
Match of the year.
Match of the year, yes, up there for sure.
Whew, that's a big. That's. But
no,
I'm not gonna say something as bold as that. I mean, not that I disagree with it, but definitely the match of the weekend.
Match of the
month.
A couple months.
Yeah. Last couple months. Yeah. Last pay-per-views, definitely.
You know what was actually my favorite move was aside from what did you guys call it? The one that she did before the Bailey to Belly.
Kurt called it the like a Frankenstein.
Oh, it was like a reverse Frankensteiner.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. But I also liked when Sasha went over the ref, over the top rope.
Yes,
it was so
she cleared the ref. She didn't touch him. That
was what reminded me of Trish versus Lita. The Lita suicide dive. That's what I saw when Sasha Banks pulled that move off.
It was insane.
It's beautiful. It was perfect.
Yeah.
In the words of Marilyn Manson, let the bodies hit the floor.
Come on.
That's a busy type joke right there, man. What are you doing?
No, it sounds better when I say it though.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. Tears. I love it. It's great.
Shout out to Sasha Banks, the boss. That was a badass entrance.
Yes, busy. She came out with the security guard.
No, man. She came on the Escalade, dog. Seriously?
Escalade. What is this, 2007, man?
Alberto Del Rio, that entrance.
Exactly. There you go.
If you would have had Alberto Del Rio type car, then yeah, I'd give you the entrance. It's an Escalade.
Hey, that's a lot in NXT, man.
Uber. It's good. Terrible joke. I apologize. Yeah, we got to see what happens now with Bailey. Yeah, there's new divas now in the NXT, or fuck it. There's more women now in the women's wrestling division in NXT. I'm not calling it divas anymore. Fuck that shit. So hopefully we see great things from Bailey, and hopefully soon enough she'll come back up. Chump, you had a comment about the whole curtain call at the end.
Yes. So I mean, it was more of an observation of just how people reacted as a whole. So it seemed to be pretty split down the middle. A lot of people felt as if... So I guess just more of a broad comment before I get into it. A lot of people are saying kayfabe is now dead. And then with seeing Sasha, hugging Bailey and hugging the rest of Charlotte and what's her name?
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, at the end, kind of goes against this entire, hey, I'm better than you, you're not worth my time. Like the entire boss character, right, was broken in a way to show, hey, we've done it. We've put on this grand show that, I think they themselves knew that this was the biggest show of the night. And to congratulate each other, to say, hey, we did it. We finally made these people appreciate us, is a very different thing than the boss, right? The boss wouldn't do that. The boss would have been, winning the classic heel, right? Like, whatever, you got lucky, or, this is bullshit because of this, but instead completely broke that character and went and, congratulated someone for putting on a great match with them. And I think a lot of people, while they think the sentiment is nice, they don't like it for what it means in terms of telling a story.
Which is totally right. It's like what happened with the Click when it was like Kevin Nash's last match, and he came out and everybody hugged and everyone's like, what the hell is this? And they realized everything was kayfabe, and understand where everyone was coming from. It's nice to congratulate each other and understand it's not wrestling anymore, it's sports entertainment. But still, I feel like they should have kept their character in line.
Fuck that. I'm all for what they did. I'm all for that ending. You go into this knowing that it's all about the four of them. They're the four fucking horsewomen. Everybody's been calling them that for I don't know how long now. The whole video package before you get into the match is about the four of them. Like you gotta understand that the second they put that video package out, that's gonna be normal. Even if Sasha wins that match, I still think there's a curtain call at the end of that match.
But doesn't that action contradict what the boss does or what the boss would do?
So if that's the case, why is everybody getting mad now? Why not get mad at the end of the first time she won the belt against Charlotte, or the second time she defended against Charlotte, or the time she defended against Becky Lynch, or the other time she defended against Charlotte?
Did they all come out though? Every single time?
Okay, so everybody's outraged because it's the four of them versus just turn the competitor?
Yeah, that was the argument.
That's what it seems like. That's what it appears to be.
That's completely stupid. You saw...
People want to believe. It's called kayfabe. And they broke that.
But then I think it goes back to my point prior, right? It doesn't really exist anymore.
No. It doesn't.
We're at a point where everybody knows the backstage stuff.
But yeah, and you know what? That's because of technology and the internet and how everything's come along nowadays. I mean, of course we all know the ins and outs now, and everyone thinks they're a fucking mark. They're not marks.
I have no problem with it. I feel like people, if you seriously have a problem with it, then fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah, fuck them. It's your opinion.
Fuck you. It's your opinion. Yeah, I'm personally, I wasn't bothered by it, but I was curious. I know you guys have been watching a lot longer than I have. Because I think when I came in to all of this, it was the kayfabe stuff was kind of already going away.
Did you hear anything about backstage news, like what, like Vince or Triple H or anybody else thought about, like higher ups?
Not at all. But
I'm sure Triple H probably did a selfie with all four of them at the end of it.
Well, no, there was a picture. It was
he was the one who started that shit.
Funny enough, there was actually a picture of, was it Triple H, Finn Balor, KO?
Yeah. Because they did the press conference early in the day on Saturday.
Yeah, and then everybody was already flipping out because KO and Finn Balor were next to each other.
Get the fuck over it.
Again, it's a sports entertainment. It's not wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
That's it. That's all.
I don't care. Whatever. I loved it. It was a great moment. It was the best moment, probably one of the best moments of the night. And if you got a problem with that, well then fuck you. Finally, main event. After that emotional roller coaster of a match, Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens. Meh.
I think it's an unfortunate. So it was like,
I only think it's a meh. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Because we were just so emotionally drained from that last match. Yeah. We were just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm solid off of that.
I was gonna say it's actually just like that match after the Undertaker lost the streak. Whatever match came out after that, it was like, the air was just sucked out of that building. It's just
this time in a positive way, though.
Yeah, in a positive way.
Yeah, I just think it's like,
I don't think it built it up right either.
Yeah, I think
KO,
you're right.
KO's been spending a lot of his time, in the main roster with at Raw, SmackDown, all that stuff. I didn't see from the little bit I've been watching of NXT enough to say this is another big bout between these two guys. It's kind of all right. Hey, we need two names. Throw them together. Here's a main event.
Why do you guys think that they don't believe that the women should close the show? If we saw that Balor versus Owens match first and then that other match,
it's progress.
I can guarantee you if that match is not a ladder match, the Divas close it. But because it's the whole grandeur of a ladder match, that's why it got main event.
No, I'm thinking from a company decision, right? I understand that they're trying to push the women's championship as greater with more importance. But at the same time, they're not going to put all their chips in on one pay-per-view. I think the next one maybe they might consider ending it on that. But for this one, without having prior results to bank off of, I don't think they're ever going to say let's close on a women's match.
What do you mean by prior results?
So, if they had a match that had as great of a exposure or just as great a pop as this Bayley Sasha Banks match before this match, I mean, to that level, they would the next pay-per-view I could see them thinking about closing it with a women's match. Now that this has happened, it's gonna happen. But without something like that happening prior, I don't see it happening.
You mean besides just at Full Sail, like now that they have actual proof, I guess you could say that
it's a proof of concept.
Yeah.
You have the last three women's title matches have been the best matches of the night, and you've had the main event between Bayley and Becky Lynch as the main event on NXT. I feel like you've had enough build up to put the trust in these women.
That against Becky Lynch, was that at a Takeover or was that at
NXT?
Just NXT, right? This is the first big one on a Takeover, though, right?
No, because you've had the Fatal 4 on Takeover.
No, but just on a one-on-one match.
Ass.
The Takeover before that.
Was it?
They've had Divas matches on the Takeover events and that have been better than 90% of the card, if not the best match of the night.
Girls always show out every time.
If it has to do with Becky Lynch, if it has to do with Charlotte, if it has to do with Sasha Banks, if it has to do with Bayley, they've showed that they deserve to be the main event. I felt like if this wasn't a ladder match, this would have gotten the main event.
Fair enough.
I think they dropped the ball because I don't see. No offense to Bayley, but I don't see anybody in NXT right now other than Casey Cassidy, who I fell in love with in NXT, being able to step up and have the matches that Sasha Banks and Bayley and Charlotte and Becky Lynch have had. I feel like that this was their last opportunity to put them on last and show that divas are ready to take over.
Not divas, women.
Women, sorry, fucking have it. Yeah, I feel like they dropped the ball. Unless you do it now on the main roster as a Raw main event, and then maybe look at a pay-per-view main event, then maybe you can finally give them that prestige of closing a show. But in NXT, that's not gonna happen. That's my thought.
Okay. Either way, good job, girls, women. You guys did awesome.
Yay.
Back to the main event that we were actually talking about.
Well, no, they were co-main events, weren't they?
They were co-main.
They were.
Let me throw out the quotations around co.
1A, 1B.
Co-main event, 1A, 1B, whatever. Everybody knows the match that closes the show is the main event. We've known that.
Yeah,
since we started watching
I know, but oh well.
But yeah, we've seen enough Balor Owens. It just wasn't built up right because fucking Owens has been back and forth on Raw. So I think
we can agree on that at least. Yeah,
for sure. And did you guys hear earlier? I don't know how early it was in NXT, but the crowd was chanting in the New Day chant that Full Sail sucks.
Yeah, because Full Sail was chanting that Brooklyn sucks on the last episode of the Go Home show.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
But yeah, Balor Owens.
I was spent. I was done.
Yeah.
I was too drained from the women's match to really care as much.
Yeah, I think we were. I mentioned it before when we were waiting for SummerSlam to start. Go ahead. I was gonna say. I guess in terms of Finn Balor, I'm starting to like him a lot, but I know, Greedy, you want his entrance to get cut short. I can agree with that. As grand and as awesome as it is, I think it's too long, and I think they should save the demon character as something he needs to tap into when he needs it, right? He's facing a big adversary. I'd like for him to tap into that demon versus, here's the demon again. Like this, one thing I've noticed...
It's the whole attraction thing again.
Yeah,
the whole attraction conversation.
Yeah, so it goes back to this conversation about someone like I guess I don't want to get too off on a tangent, but someone like the Big Show, right? Or when you guys went to the JR event, I don't know if you guys want to talk about that.
Shout out to JR.
There's something nice about having an attraction, right? With Andre the Giant, he was the attraction. He wouldn't be there every night. When he showed up, it was like, hey guys, he was there, you know? And one thing I'm starting to notice as I start to watch this stuff a lot more often is that you're starting to lose the appeal for things that are supposed to be really big and awesome. So we were talking about with Neville in the Red Era, right? Like Hincha, when he was here, he was talking about he wants something new because he's tired of seeing it all the time. It's just this constant, like, you know, they're constantly putting it in your face. And I get it. You got to put out a product. You always want to make sure it's the best. But sometimes less is more. Mm-hmm. And I think with Finn Balor, that demon and that big entrance needs to be, you know, put on a shelf and, you know, wait until he really needs to tap into that.
It's like a WrestleMania, SummerSlam-y type thing. Don't whip that out every time. We don't need to see it every time. You're totally right. And to go with Greedy is, he needs to cut that entrance a little shorter. Just a little bit. But, I mean, it's solid. It's new. It's different. And everyone loves it.
Lose the dreads, though.
Yeah, lose the dreads. What's up with that? I don't understand what the hell the dreads are about. Kids love it, though. I don't know why. They all fucking got them while they're in. Overall, what do you guys give the pay-per-view?
It's not even a pay-per-view, but it's another solid takeover. I've yet to be disappointed by one.
Yeah, they're all just getting better and better, I think.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. This is the first one that I've watched from beginning to end, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to start watching NXT a lot more.
Yeah.
Busy, you're kind of quiet over there, man. Okay, cool.
Crickets.
Yeah,
Crickets.
Awesome. Thanks. That's cool.
Well, you guys said it all. Nothing can add.
All right. That brings us to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam!
I don't know if I was expecting more than TakeOver for this event. I thought the pay-per-view overall was pretty good. It could have been so much better.
Really? I mean, there's probably only two matches I was disappointed with.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'll wait for you this time.
I don't know if it was TakeOver, but I expected it to be better. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it was bad. I expected more.
So we talked about being a victim of position. How Finn Balor, Kevin Owens is a victim of coming after that Divas match.
Yeah.
SummerSlam
was a victim of coming after TakeOver. TakeOver was that awesome that it was actually it was unfortunate for SummerSlam.
Less is more.
Less is more.
2-hour show, 4-hour show. Less is more.
I mean, we could definitely cut out that first match. We'll get into that, but yeah. So,
trying to figure out why there are no matches on the pre-show. Just saying.
No pre-show, but we get that.
There was an hour-long pre-show at 6.
I didn't watch
it. We were in the middle of our fantasy draft, so.
Oh, okay.
But
God, who wrestled during that?
Absolutely no one.
Oh, okay.
Which is why they should have put a match.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we get no pre-show matches. Sorry, we get no pre-show matches, but we get, more throwaways.
We get a 7 o'clock pre-show.
Yeah. Oh well, but I think we all agree that the entrance could have been a little bit better. John Stewart on the mic with Mick Foley.
The intro segment, yes.
Yeah.
I think I went to go order food when that was going on. So
I don't know.
It wasn't very eventful.
Yeah, it wasn't really grand or anything. Mick Foley coming out. Yeah, he's cool. I like Mick Foley a lot, actually.
Hey, it's Mick Foley. Moving on.
Yeah, but no, it was just like the whole, oh, you said Brock? I didn't hear the consonant B. I thought you said Rock, because, The Rock and I are friends.
I get that, though, because they've been rumors
that The Rock,
all week. Yeah.
I get it, but I don't know. I think they could have been a little bit better. And then we move into the first.
We move into the second match because nobody gives a fuck about Sheamus versus fucking Randy Orton.
Filler.
Again, we should have had a pre-show match. That could have been it.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Orton's out here jobbing for Sheamus.
The one thing I was worried about is because I heard this stat over the. I don't know what's the actual stat. Randy Orton has faced the most Money in the Bank briefcase holders the night they cash in.
Oh, really?
Supposedly.
Oh.
I haven't done research on it, but I heard it on another show.
Check that out.
I gotta look it up because the last one I can remember was Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I think before that there was a situation with Dolph Ziggler and him or something like that.
Sure.
But I was getting worried because that was in the back of my head the whole time. Was just Randy Orton faces the briefcase holder. They cash in that same night.
Well, remember my prediction was he was gonna cash in and not win anything. I was hoping because I want to get him stripped of that ASAP.
For sure.
Yeah, Sheamus won. Who cares? Anybody else care?
No. It was.
I stepped out to get food, so
2-star match only because my boy Randy Orton was in it.
Big important match. We had the Fatal 4-Way for the Tag Team Championship. The New Day, Lucha Dragons, those Matadors, and the champions of Primetime Players. Hell of a match.
I did not see this coming because I think they've had like this match before, right? Where they've all four of them. No,
not all four of them.
No, that 4 combination hasn't been in the ring together before.
It's a triple threat, isn't it?
They've done 8-man tag matches.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The whole summer.
Yeah,
the whole summer.
The whole fuck. Yeah, you're right.
But this was the first time it was the four teams Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, sure.
Big spot I remember was Big E hitting one of the Matadors off the apron, just slamming him.
Wait, no, wasn't that Darren Young?
Darren Young.
No,
sorry.
Darren Young. He
it was Darren Young.
And he started bleeding from the mouth.
Took a splash.
Man.
Bump City.
And then Big E hitting
that dive through the ropes.
Have
you guys ever seen a bear go through the ropes? That's what it looked
I
like.
thought it was a spear through the ropes, dog.
I don't know. It was a
what did I call it?
Spear dive.
You got dive. Dive, spear, whatever you want to call it.
I'm sorry, he speared and then dove into the ground.
Either way, it was ridiculous.
It was great.
Absolutely
It was
insane.
awesome.
My man Tyson O'Neil cleaning that ring out.
Big botch by the Lucha Dragons on one of the Matadors.
Oh yeah.
Just completely couldn't get the hold on and ended up throwing him off the top rope.
Shout out to either Fernando or whatever the hell his other name is. For
Diego.
For jumping back up on the top rope and taking that bump for his man.
Yeah, the second one came in.
That was smart.
That's how you make it seem like it was natural.
You can tell the Lucha Dragons are looking around left and they're like, well, what do we do while we're up here?
Another spot where we see somebody come in off of the hit the double power bomb and save whoever's on the top rope. But this time the top rope actually gets suplexed, which is a good spot. Always great seeing the towers. I feel like there's always a big showing on those. Pretty cool. Kofi Kingston, Summer of Kofi with the sneak tag.
Summer of Kofi.
What did I say? I'm such a freaking fan right now.
I told you this would be the Summer of Kofi.
You did call that.
Even though I honestly thought that they were going to give it to the primetime players. Just to keep them going because they've been pretty hot, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's been going back and forth between the two. I think they're both doing really well, so I'm actually really happy if either one primetime players or New Day keeps it as they keep bouncing off each other. Actually, I wouldn't have too much of an issue with that. I kind of feel bad for Los Matadores. I need something with them.
I need them to disappear,
or that because it seems like they're slowly fading. And when when they actually came out, I think the general consensus in the room was.
Yeah, everyone's just like, oh great, this again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was like Summer of Kofi, man. I'm so happy. I'm so ecstatic. Like,
sorry, Rizzy.
How great
Xavier Woods is the greatest.
Thank you.
The absolute greatest. How can you? I don't know how people in this room were hating on him. He is absolutely the most amazing.
I can tell you how when I do it off the air.
Manager / wrestler. He was
Chad Dukes had that great tweet about
SAP button.
Yeah, if they had. I wish they had a commentary like an commentary option for just Xavier Woods. He was just screaming.
Just forget putting Xavier Woods on the ringside. I need him to sit at the table tomorrow night when the New Day has a match. Just put him on commentary from now on. Always.
Tricep meat.
Can't have a hamburger in the WWE because Big E is selling all the tricep meat. I don't know what to say with that.
Bag of rocks.
Bag of rocks.
Oh my god.
How do you guys feel about that Titus O'Neil rampage that he had that set off like everything?
Again, if I would not be upset if they turn him heel on Darren Young and send him on a solo.
Yeah.
I've said it before. He deserves to have a solo run as an Intercontinental or even a heavyweight champion.
How does his mic skills stack up?
Decent.
Decent.
I think that's the one part.
Just
where
some coaching on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
better mic skills than Roman Reigns.
Let's see if Vince feels that way.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's a fucking monster.
Titus is crazy, and that's one of those things. You know how we talked about before. You don't have to necessarily always win to get someone over. Just that 15 second, it felt like 15 seconds. It just felt quick as hell.
He got 3 of them.
Yeah,
just manhandling them.
Just throwing them around.
Hit him on the knee
ragdolls.
in the side and
Who was that
ragdoll.
that he fucking did that rib breaker to?
He did it to one of the Matadors and he did it to Kalisto.
It was tough.
Oh yeah.
Man, it was tossing like ragdolls, man.
Speaking of Kalisto, I blinked, but it looked like he did a no-handed handspring up against the ropes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. I missed it.
Yeah, he did a springboard off of the ropes, no hands.
What?
Swear to God, I thought he was gonna spike himself.
How the hell does that even happen?
My biggest fear is him doing that and he spikes himself. But yeah, he had enough momentum that he stayed off the ropes and came back. And
That is incredible.
I don't know how.
Athleticism.
I thought I blinked and I was just like, oh, I missed him touching the ground.
Yeah, no, it was insane. I thought he was gonna die.
Let's not forget the celebration of the New Day.
Oh my God! Do they have a GIF for that yet? I'm gonna have to
Please
look
be
online.
a GIF online.
It is the greatest celebration for Big E and for Kofi. Just flopping around on the ground. It's the greatest. It's the greatest.
Yeah.
Busy, I know you're a little butthurt because they PTP lost.
Damn.
When are you gonna convert?
Never. I'll be the lone wolf here.
Come on. Join the darks. Come on, join us.
Cannot join the Lux. I must be that glimmer light of hope.
Don't worry, BZ. I'll park that wagon outside of your house. You can jump on it whenever you're ready, baby.
No, you'll be all right.
Oh man.
So many gifts we've gotten from the New Day dance.
I love it.
Oh, I found it.
Yes.
Yes.
We're good. Put that on Twitter.
Okay, I got you.
We're gonna. You gotta put that on Twitter.
That is awesome.
Oh man, that's amazing.
They were born for this role.
Yep.
Yes.
All 3 of them.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Have you? Okay. We'll get into it after the show. But they are the best. There's a reason that I converted. Okay?
Yeah.
If I don't like somebody, I don't like somebody. But the second you get me to convert to like them, there's a reason why. It's just they have it.
It's
They have it.
So we have someone off mic screaming the word charisma.
They have the it factor.
Charisma. No, but yeah, I think every time I saw Big E prior to him being part of the New Day, right, I always felt like he just wasn't himself. Finally himself.
Yeah, you can finally see that he's
is his natural role.
Maybe it's a word that starts with a C. Maybe ends with Isma. I don't know.
The it factor is there.
It factor. There you go.
All right. Well.
Sorry, I'm watching highlights of Tiger, and he just fucked up this weekend.
Where he flopped.
God damn it, Tiger Woods.
Charisma.
Oh, he's
God damn it, the whole night we're gonna hear charisma now. Thanks.
Tiger Woods definitely lost.
All right, next match was Ziggler versus Rusev.
Damn.
meh.
The only thing that I will say is that we got out of this is our next pay-per-view match. And it's funny because me and Yumi locked eyes as soon as it happened, and we're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it made perfect sense. See, I personally, we agreed that it was gonna set up the next match. Greedy and I kind of differed where it's gonna end.
Half different.
Well, yeah, half different. You know, he thinks it's gonna be a mixed tag. I personally thought it was gonna be just one-on-one Summer versus Lana. But either way, it makes sense. Like the ending feeds into that perfectly.
For those of you who don't know, the ending was a double count out. But you had all four of them just brawling on the outside right before that count out. So it only makes sense. And then they get back in the ring, and you have Rusev trying to beat up on. Ziggler beating up on Rusev, Samurai coming in to stop Ziggler, and then Lana comes in to stop Samurai. So I mean, it's the full setup is there, so you already know what was going to happen. But it's great. I think we were all dying to see Lana wrestle finally. So we can't wait to see what skill she got there.
She got new threads, by the way.
Yes, she has the new Dolph Ziggler jean jacket look going on, so that's pretty cool. Any thoughts on this match? Personally, I didn't care. I think I missed 90% of it.
I think we agree that. I think we were talking about this while we were watching the match. We need to see something new for Rusev as a finisher. I think we're a little over the accolade.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Ziggler, the man is just stuck where he's at.
Well, I don't mind the way it's going right now with Ziggler. Yeah, he's kind of stuck. He has nothing to go with, but I think
they're working. I mean, they're using him.
There's something. I feel like there's something in the background that they're waiting for.
I hope so. I mean,
but we'll see how that all works out. Yeah, I missed the majority of this because the food got here, and of course I was a fat ass, so
Yeah, that was about it. I think really the main thing that we got out of it is what's going to happen at the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just see how they set it up on Raw tomorrow.
So do we think they're going to set it up for Night of Champions, or do you think they just...
Yeah, I see this going to Night of Champions.
Yeah. Because, they're going to only have...
4 weeks. They said 4 weeks.
4 weeks? Okay.
And it's only on the network.
It's always pay-per-view busy.
Well, wasn't the Machine Shipper just on the network?
We're watching it on the network.
Of course.
But it's available on pay-per-view.
But wow, we can just
for
pay.
whoever wants to pay $80 on pay-per-view.
Right.
Let's not get into that. Anyways, do you have anything to say about the Ziggler Rusev?
Oh no, I just can't wait to see if they do like a intergender tag team match or something like that.
Intergender.
That's the
funny.
politically correct word.
Yep.
A match I was actually really looking forward to. The Cosmic King. Which I fucking love the new name, Cosmic King.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, was that the next one? Oh, I must have the order wrong.
What did you have next?
Cesaro KO.
No, that was second to last.
Second to last,
yeah. I got. Oh yeah, no. This I remember what happened. Like, I'm looking at how blank everything else is. Food got here. Food.
So you have no notes for.
Oh, this is going straight off the dome. Ooh.
Yes, Cosmic King Barrett, and the Prince of
Chaos,
Dark Matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stardust versus Neville and Stephen Amell, Green Arrow.
First of all, that little clip segment that they put up before,
brilliant.
Is great.
It's great.
Absolutely awesome. Love
it. It was perfect. It was a great build for it. Definitely a great video package.
Yeah, especially with all the Marvel and comic book movies that have been happening the past few years.
Oh yeah.
They just sucked from that and just
definitely
gave us what we want.
Stephen Amell with the top rope dive onto the outside was pretty cool. I know he was working on a move off the top rope. I didn't know what it was. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's pretty cool to see that. Again, I'm all for stunt casting if they're actually fans and they want to get in there. And Stephen Amell is by far one of the biggest WWE fans out there. So definitely great to see.
There's an agent out there shitting bricks the whole time.
It's funny because me and a friend of mine were texting back and forth, and we were trying to guess how many heart attacks that agent had.
Oh jeez,
while he's doing
shitting bricks.
The CW is going crazy. They were just like, oh god.
Couple things from that one was that one Neville hitting that second rope somersault, freaking red arrow, mini red arrow kind of deal.
Twist. It looked crazy.
It looked beautiful. I thought that was a great move. And then Amel's dive was pretty cool. I like that. I'm
surprised Amell was in the ring for as long as he was. I didn't think he was going to take as many bumps, but he did. See, kudos to him.
I'm not. I've always seen the matches where it's a stunt celebrity always taking the ass beating, and then getting the hot tag onto the wrestler. So I'm not surprised. I thought it was cool. Just seeing him be able to take all that ass whooping was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have anything to add to it. Winners, of course, were Neville and Stephen Amell, with Neville hitting the red arrow.
Nope, I was totally happy for that match.
Who was marking out more, Stephen Amell for being in the ring or Stardust for being in the ring with Green Arrow?
Oh god,
he's a big Green Arrow fan.
Yeah, I could tell. I don't know. I think it was just mutual. I think they all just had fun.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing that came out of this entire little storyline. Everybody just had fun. And sometimes that's when, kind of going back to the New Day a little bit, just about having fun. Sometimes, you don't have to be super serious about stuff.
You can see that the New Day is just having fun with what they're doing. It's great. Sorry. Cut you off, but yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, you could just see it in their faces when they're doing what they're doing. It's just they're just having fun. It's great.
They're loving it.
Oh God, Big Show versus Miz versus Ryback.
Man.
Next.
I think when we talked about this last podcast, we were just sitting here and like, what's the lesser?
The lesser evil would be they all collapse and somebody else comes in to pick up the title.
The Miz was robbed.
No, the best finish here would have been they all collapse. Sheamus comes in, tries to cash in, only to realize that it's not for that belt. Loses the Money in the Bank briefcase, and we strip everyone of everything. And we're done.
No Intercontinental Champion, no Money in the Bank holder. We're good. Let's move on.
Just start over. Start fresh.
Ryback retained. Who cares? Trying to find out who challenges him next.
Best thing that could have came out of this match is if the ring bell man had just knocked that thing early.
Okay. Well,
you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Calm down.
Calm your ass.
Something tells me something like that happened.
Moving on, we have the Wyatt family of Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know you don't like this opinion. I'm kind of getting over Bray. I'm also getting kind of over how Dean is being booked, too. Both of them are just trying to get stale for me. I need something. Don't get me wrong. The entrance is still cool with all the phones and it's dark. And I get it. It's awesome. But just...
To me, Bray, I consider Bray like Balor's entrance. Like, we just get it too fucking much. Like, he should be an attraction. Bray is on... We see too much.
Bray doesn't take 20 minutes to get to the ring.
No, I mean, I'm not like comparing entrances. I'm comparing like him and the entrance. Like, we were talking earlier about how like we should see Balor's entrance like WrestleMania only, or SummerSlam only. Big pay-per-views. For Bray, I feel like we just got fed Bray so much, and now we're just like, who are we gonna see him feud with next? If it's fucking Ryback, I'm gonna shoot myself.
I can tell you right now, I feel like this Shield Wyatt family feud is gonna continue. Just radio interview that Harper did, just makes it known that they're gonna keep going.
Oh, is this the 1067 the fan one?
The Chad Juice one, yeah.
It was like, as long as they want to, we'll keep going. And even the WWE has said it as well.
But you know what? Like, on paper, like, I was like, great, another Shield and Wyatt match. But when it started, like, it was an awesome match.
It was a great match.
It was great.
I wouldn't say awesome. It was a great match.
Still didn't see that turn though that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's and I'm gonna book this the next 3-4 months. I see it one more time at Night of Champions. I see the turn happen at Night of Champions, just to get one more match out of these two teams, and then you have. Well, no, my original idea is to give this 3 more months, which you're gonna probably hate.
Yep.
Give it 3 months. Give the turn right before Royal Rumble.
Okay.
You have Royal Rumble, you have the Fastlane or whatever pay-per-view, and you have WrestleMania to finish off that feud. And you give Dean Ambrose and you give Roman Reigns a WrestleMania moment.
Jesus Christ, that's a long time.
I understand that, but that's where I see that.
Who goes heel?
I told you, I'm all for Roman Reigns going heel. And I know you want Dean Ambrose.
The lunatic fringe needs to be a heel.
Yeah. I want to see him be a heel.
I will tell you this. There were so many chances tonight where I was expecting the turn during the match.
Oh, during the match. Okay.
It was towards the end where Roman's getting ready to do the spear. I just felt like out of nowhere he was gonna hit Dean with the Superman punch.
Oh.
And just knock him off of the ropes.
For me, it was a little more predictable. I thought what was gonna happen every time so the match ends and like they keep giving each other like their back, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, no, you're gonna turn. No, you're gonna turn. No, you're gonna turn.
Who's gonna turn?
Someone's gonna turn. And we're just sitting here yelling at each other. No, they're gonna turn right there, right there. And next thing you know, they just start cutting to the replays.
It was the worst 3 minutes to see me and Yumi just sitting there going, that's a turn spot. That's a turn spot. That's a turn spot. Turn right there. Do it.
I thought it was gonna be in the very beginning, like right after they had like rang the bell, because I kept seeing Ambrose pace back and forth. I'm like, oh lord! I thought he was just gonna like turn around, just like deck him, and that would be it. But it was they kept it.
So this whole sorry,
no, go ahead.
Let's say the third member of the Wyatt family. Did that ever come into fruition?
I'm starting to think this is some sort of rumor now. Like,
yeah, I think
it was a rumor to
begin with. Yeah.
If it happens, I see it happening after these two feud or these two turn on each other.
Sure.
Or they try to set up a three versus three kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see a third member happening anytime soon. Personally, I feel like that was just a rumor and that's it, and it's over with.
Especially now if they're gonna continue this feud with them.
Yeah.
There's no point of a third guy.
Ooh, did you see the funny part though? The crowd was going, Roman is sleeping.
So it happened after Roman takes a bump off one of the announce tables, and he's knocked out for a couple minutes, and you get the New York fans, which I love, just chanting Roman sleeping, which was great. That's why I love New York.
You know what really bothered me? Well, I guess it opened my eyes to something. I'm watching Dean Ambrose just getting his ass just straight getting handed to him for like 10 minutes straight, and then Roman's supposed to come in with the Superman punches and I'm gonna save the day and be the hero and fucking Vince loves me.
Well, right there, I think is where you build that turn.
Yeah.
You've left me. You call me your brother. You call me family. You've left me to fend for myself for such a long time, and you just come in to pick up the pieces and get the reward.
Wouldn't that make more sense then?
Of course.
For Dean to turn, not
Yeah.
Roman.
I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that.
Okay.
That's what I would see.
My prediction coming true.
I still want
Roman
Roman to turn.
Sure.
If Dean turns, I'm not going to be pissed about it.
Makes sense.
It'll make sense. But I deep down just want to see Roman turn.
Okay.
Just a personal
It's
weird
bullshit.
thing.
He was asleep.
And you could easily go, you fucker, you were asleep, and hit him with the dirty deeds. But we'll see if it happens. Any other comments out of this match?
No, I mean overall, I think it was a decent match.
I thought it was a pretty good match, yeah. Title for title. Champ versus champ. Winner take all. Cena versus Seth Rollins. With the U.S. title and the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And at ROH, I'm sorry, WWE SummerSlam. Sorry. Yeah, stupid joke. I don't care. Hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
It was an awesome match until the end. I am fucking pissed at that fucking end.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Busy's Corner.
Why the fuck do you bring Jon Stewart in there with a fucking chair? Okay,
It was perfect. It was a perfect moment. It made... Okay, mind you, it was shitty. I personally don't like interferences, and you guys kind of already know that. But go ahead.
The match was awesome. That fucking ruins it. That reminds me of the fucking... But that reminds me of that Great Divas match when Nikki was defending the title, and then that bullshit move happens and it throws the match away.
What the hell are you talking about?
God, you remember Kurt? I think it was wasn't it her teaming with her sister against? I guess it might have been like a Paige and.
I'm gonna go ahead and save this from the pit of despair.
But okay, you're gonna resume like that. But come on, man, Jon Stewart. I mean, I understand Stephen Amell because he actually is a fan and he took bumps. If Jon Stewart is a fan.
Time out. Right there, I'm gonna stop you.
Okay,
Jon Stewart is a huge...
Jon Stewart is a big mark. Over the last 16 years that he's done the Daily Show, he always references WWE and wrestling.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
He is one of the bigger fans out there. He is somebody that deserves to be inside that ring with those wrestlers, even if it's just for that commentary spot that he does. That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Then
he knows the business enough to be in that freaking ring.
Then you know what would have been awesome? Make him like a guest referee. That would have been better than having him come out of nowhere with a chair.
There's something
I can believe that.
There's
a little more
the
meta.
backstory.
There's a little more meta behind. There's a story you see in front of you. There's a story behind it. So for the past couple months, Seth Rollins and Jon Stewart have been feuding back and forth
through Twitter, and then he went on the Daily Show,
exactly.
and then he came to Raw.
So then tie this in with Jon Stewart's little rant to Paul Heyman. What was that? Of watching baseball.
Because this motherfucker picked up Jordy Nelson off of a free football fantasy today.
And he's out.
And he's out for the rest of the season.
Ah, okay, that's what that was.
So he's just now seeing SportsCenter. Okay. Continue.
I didn't realize you could walk after you tore your ACL.
I've torn my ACL before.
Yeah.
I went months without.
Actually,
really?
yeah. My girlfriend went a whole year.
Yeah.
With a torn ACL, partially torn MCL, and a torn meniscus.
How the hell did she walk?
Magic.
The ACL is not holding your leg together.
I thought that was the ligament in between your kneecap and
No. It's.
Okay, we're not going to get into anatomy talk.
We'll talk off here.
No, but seriously, there's a story behind all of this, right? So to recap, Jon Stewart, Seth Rollins, they have their feud on Twitter.
And then go on the shows.
You take also into account what Jon Stewart said to Paul Heyman, right?
Amazing promo, by the way.
It was. I'm a wrestling fan before anything else, right? And he wants what's best for just the product itself, right? He comes out into the ring. He has a moral decision. He's part of the storyline. Do I help the person who I'm feuding with, right? And let them win? Or do I help this person who, if they win, they tie Ric Flair?
As a wrestling fan, you
don't want to have that decision to say. Even John Cena said Ric Flair is the greatest, and to give it to him like that, no, it was a decision from the fans itself. That's the universe having its impact on the storyline.
Look at the reactions the entire night.
Yeah, true.
Look at the reactions throughout the entire match. How everybody was pulling for Rollins.
Yeah. Everybody wanted Rollins to win because they were booing Cena.
It's what the true wrestling fans wanted, just like Jon Stewart.
And Cena isn't going to lose clean.
But that's why you have Rollins. Like, he's a great heel.
Great, but he
does not need... I just said
it, though. Cena's not going to lose clean. So
exactly.
If you
that's how you save Cena.
That's how you save Cena. You get the decision that the universe wants because no one wants Cena to tie Flair. Even Cena doesn't want it.
I think we all called it. There was no clean finish to this match.
Yeah, I think we called it last podcast.
I think we all called it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only way you finish this match is as outside interference.
It was a nice swerve.
And of course, that was going to happen as soon as we saw the referee go fucking down.
Yeah, I can agree. Okay, maybe that's a little... I'm a little tired of that, too. Oh, the ref took a bump.
Exactly.
Shit. I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, SummerSlam.
On SportsCenter.
SportsCenter is covering SummerSlam. I love it.
So we have
I'm sold.
SportsCenter
on
right now.
We're
recording the
podcast,
and they're going
and the
over
White Ranger,
the match
Seth
that
Rollins.
we're just now
Jason
talking
David
about.
Frank. What?
Fucking awesome. Look at that.
You have. I think this is a really big deal.
What?
Yeah,
this.
I mean, it's about time that they
Frog
started
Slash.
doing a little collabo.
Oh god, I'm gonna watch the 12 o'clock hour. Such a great sequence right there.
That was a great sequence.
There you go, Jon
your
Stewart.
boy.
And right here, it's that decision. This is what I'm talking about.
Here's my problem, is the fact that I think the whole time he should have teased that he was gonna hit Rollins. I think that if you tease the entire time that you're gonna hit Rollins and then you hit Cena, I think you sell this even better.
So I'm trying to figure out why he was so confused when he ran into the ring with the chair. Like, I understand he should have looked like he was going to sell, like he was going to hit Rollins with it and then hit Cena.
Exactly.
But, like, he kept jumping back and forth, and I was just like, oh, what the hell is he doing? Do you think that was the fan in him? He's just like, oh, my God, like, I like
who do I
like,
choose? It goes back to what Yumi said. It's who does he choose? Where should he go? Should he go against Rollins, who he's been feuding with for so long, or does he go with the wrestling fan of him and go against Cena?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what Yumi had said earlier. Yeah. But yeah, I think that whole thing is sold a lot better if he sits there and just waits and tries to get it on Rollins, and then last second he switches over to Cena. That sells this so much better.
Yeah, like hovers over Rollins, like
exactly.
about to like hit him, and then turns around and hits.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
That sells this so much better.
Now, I'm happy with the way the match ended, how there was no interference with like other wrestlers or anyone that had to do with Rollins. It was really just Jon Stewart. But I kind of wish at the very end that that J&J came out just to like lift up Rollins as he like holds up the belt.
Kind of like a reminder, hey guys, don't forget we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious as to that, but I don't know what's going on with them.
Fucking Joey still got that busted elbow, I guess, or whatever it was from Brock.
Yeah, pretty much.
So here's a question now. So now that Seth has both titles, how does that play into Night of Champions?
So yes, we are going into Night of Champions where every single title is defended. Now, unless they change something around, I see him defending twice.
Right.
Yep.
Is it against John Cena both times? I doubt that.
No.
I hope not.
But that being the case, who do you put up? Who do you put against Rollins?
For the U.S. or actually for both, I guess.
Well, for the U.S., you're gonna have John Cena because he gets his rematch clause.
Fair enough.
Or they could do a rematch for both, so that way they knock out 2 and 1, so that way they don't have Rollins go against some random, and they can have him just like, all right, we'll knock it out.
Do you do 2 separate matches? Or do you do 1 match?
I think we'll match.
So that's your main event.
Yeah.
For Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I can think of for right now.
I think you bring back the 2 out of 3 falls for this, which has nothing to do with having 2 titles. But just to get that kind of clear cut, who's the winner, who's not the winner kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just do 2 matches, 2 different style, like maybe 2 different style matches, maybe a regular match and then a cage match or something like that, where you throw in a gimmick in there, and do 1 for the U.S. and 1 for the heavyweight. I don't know.
Is it possible that Sheamus cashes in?
It's always
in
possible.
between that time?
It's always possible.
Or they
I
could
just
do
don't.
like a triple threat?
Hope he cashes in on SmackDown.
Oh.
Never gonna happen.
I know it's not.
It could always happen at any time. We don't know. But we'll see. We have to wait till that time. But yeah, I see this being a.
How'd you like his white and like gold like Power Ranger? Like I thought it.
White is not a good look for Seth.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't
Stick with the
Weird
black,
look.
homie. Stick with the black.
Yep.
I don't know why they did that. Like, what was the
Well,
purpose of the white?
just-
Maybe it was to go with your theory.
Enlighten us.
What is the theory
Line
of the
is
weekend?
The white and gold theory over the weekend. I realized everyone that won. Well, not everyone except for the vaudevillains.
Well,
Thank
no,
you.
but your theory still plays in. Whoever wore white and gold.
Yeah, they won their belts. Bayley won her belt. The New Day 2 times, and of course
2 times.
Seth Rollins.
You had that look like, what does he mean 2 times? They
No,
only
no,
won
no.
it once.
I was actually thinking about something completely different.
We're gonna have to start wearing white and gold now. Whenever the New Day come out, for good luck.
I give that match 4 stars, by the way.
Which one?
Cena and Rollins.
Yeah, it was a solid match. I enjoyed it. Again, I'm not a big fan of interfering, but I do like the meta storyline that kind of goes beyond what you see just in the ring. There's more to it. So, yeah, 4 stars.
Another thing to go into that, it's the whole Seth Rollins went onto the Daily Show and said, I didn't sell out, I bought in.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jon Stewart buying in, not
Yeah.
selling out.
So, do you think they actually bring back Jon Stewart for Raw?
No.
No, I don't think he'll.
He hasn't come back to like explain himself.
On Raw.
No. I think if you go back enough and rewatch everything, it is pretty self-explanatory. You may need someone to explain it to you if you don't watch enough of the Daily Show and everything else, or know much about Jon Stewart. But if you know a lot about him and you know about this second layer of story, it makes sense. Honestly, I don't think we've seen him for a long time. You probably see him backstage. He's a big fan. He's got pictures with him and his kids and Triple H all the time.
Well, he does live in New York, and they're in New York tomorrow as well, so we might see him tomorrow.
Yeah, but not in the same
No, I don't
way
think we.
as today.
Yeah, no.
Oh, by the way, Kirk, botch of the night goes to John Cena, stupid ass Springboard Stunner. He botched that shit.
Honestly, I don't even think he's trying anymore. Like he didn't even turn
Never
his head.
tried. It's a
just-
stupid fucking move. You
Just
should have never
jumped
fucking
backwards
done
and
it.
expect like Rollins to sell it, and he wasn't going to sell it. Botch of the night, I would have went to Los Matadors though.
No, I still say Springboard
That's
Stunner.
that's the lowest botch. Is the Springboard Thunder, because it just looks horrible. You know, it doesn't look horrible. Any of the divas in this Team Bella, Team Bad PCB match.
Yo.
Yo.
That face kick between Fox and
How
Charlotte.
many? There's
The,
so
the
many.
one
The
between
one
Charlotte and
and
Fox.
Yeah.
That was
That's what do you call it? It's when you kill each other in Halo. The 2 players.
Oh
kill.
yeah, they end up dead. Yeah.
That's
They traded kicks on that one. Holy shit.
Shout out to Sasha for getting out there after what she took from the night before.
shout out to Sasha for was it Sasha that botched it and didn't catch
no. Becky Lynch didn't
Becky Lynch
didn't
botched.
catch Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, at all. She like watched her dive over the ropes and
I
landed
got
on
you.
her
I got you.
fucking
Oh,
back.
you're 5 feet to the left of me.
Exactly.
Oops, my bad. It was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I had PCB winning the whole time. I'm not surprised, which I'm starting to hate that name. But it's better than a porno name, so whatever. Ain't that right,
Well,
Uni?
Now, as for Team Bad, of course, which got Team Bad got eliminated first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
How come it always seems to be Tamina's fault? Didn't last time they lost was they had pinned Tamina?
She can take it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not Vince. I can't tell you why the booking is done that way.
Honestly,
Do you bury the former NXT Women's Champion by taking that loss? Do you bury the person you've tagged as the most athletic diva on the roster?
I think this all plays into this bigger idea that we're kind of all starting to see little by little. This whole Vince versus Triple H thing, right? Out of these three, which one of these doesn't fit? And that's Team Bad. Don't get me, Sasha Banks is great and all that, but pull her aside. You look at PCB. You look at the Bellas. The Bellas are what kind of Vince's era of women's competitors are,
divas.
And then you have PCB is what's coming out of NXT, and you're kind of having these two clash, and you're starting to see
that's where your money is.
Yeah,
that's where the money is.
So now here's a question that actually you guys ask: who does Nikki defend on Night of
Charlotte.
Sasha.
Oh no. So the whole promo beforehand was Stephanie's coming out saying to the winner goes the spoils, referencing the winners. Somebody in the winning team is going to get the title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Of the three, Paige, Charlotte, or Becky, who gets the title shot?
Becky.
Actually, I'll give you Becky because didn't she make her tap? Didn't Becky actually put Nikki on tap her out and pin her?
No, that was Sasha.
Oh, that was Brie.
Brie was the one that tapped out.
Oh, okay.
The only ones to have pinned Nikki so far are Charlotte and Sasha. And I see Charlotte getting that title shot.
Okay.
definitely it's not going to be Paige.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
Yeah.
I think you're at the point now where it's like I've seen enough of Paige.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah, I think we need to cool off on her for a bit, and then we can look at her later.
I can't wait till the Team 4 Horsewoman gets made. I'm just saying. Just turn on everybody else, but like, yeah, we're the 4 Horsewomen. We're the ones to beat around here. Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna have to get a tart for my bed.
Charlotte or Becky Lynch? That's hard.
Wait, hold on. What?
You can get a tart for your bed.
You said the 4 Horsewomen. You know, I don't know. I'm trying to still kind of keep it kid friendly around here, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. But
this is never kid friendly. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Kurt, you're pulling a me. What's wrong with you?
Damn.
Titty balls.
All right.
But yeah, solid match. Solid diva match.
So yeah, Charlotte, Becky Lynch. I don't know. Honestly, something tells me Becky Lynch. It's just a gut. It's honestly just a gut feeling.
I'll tell you why Becky Lynch.
I think Becky deserves it.
I think they all kind of deserve
They all
it.
deserve it. I give it to Becky Lynch only because I see Becky Lynch actually losing to Nikki on her way to 300. And then you get Charlotte coming after that, taking the belt after she reaches 300.
I was just about to say that.
Okay.
Like, it wouldn't hurt Becky to lose the belt.
They wouldn't.
Versus
Exactly.
Charlotte, where it would.
Charlotte, you're knocking her down a peg or two because it's the whole concept that
Woo.
it's Woo.
Yeah.
This is Ric Flair's daughter.
It's woo.
Woo. I won't do the high pitch woo because we all know how that high pitch goes.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, hold on. So when does SportsCenter do League of Legends?
They've been covering actually since like last month.
All right, moving on. Nobody cares about that shit.
You've
It's a
upset
sorrow-
many of people with that comment.
I don't know about that. I mean, they do make a lot of bank when they win this shit.
So, guys, we're talking about wrestling.
Okay, yeah, but back.
Keep us on track.
He was on track.
Cesaro versus Owens.
Hell of a match.
Great match. I told you how I feel about this. It's
You told me, you didn't tell the audience.
that's what I told you. That's what I said. I told you. I once you told me your explanation, your thoughts on it, I could see your perspective. Personally, I think they kind of book this almost to a dead end. I feel bad having one of these two lose. I get it. Like you were saying that they can put on a great spectacle and put each other over, and that's great. But so if KO loses again, you feel like we're burying him, right? Cesaro loses again. He's also lost quite a bit these past few months too, and I feel like we might be burying. I just don't want either one of these two guys to be buried. But at the same time, I can still see your perspective of they put on a hell of a show. They can put on a spectacle, and that puts them over with the crowd. I'm just hoping that the booking reflects what the crowd's reactions are. You see what I'm saying? Because if the bookings are, hey, we buried this one guy, we're gonna start forgetting about one of them. I personally would feel terrible about that. I mean, that was it.
I think it's what's the lesser of two evils in the sense. You have one of them has to lose. I think it hurts Kevin Owens more, especially coming off of NXT Takeover, to give him this loss.
Oh no, it made sense that KO won. I meant more in the sense of everything building up to this match. I think you built up to a dead end.
But I for this match, I see where the ending came from.
Yeah.
Yep, I think the reason why we like KO so much is because he like trolls a little bit. He's good on the mic. He has awesome wrestling skills, and the reason why Cesaro won us over is because his work in the ring. Tooth.
Yeah. Okay. Way to just cut your answer out like that. That's cool.
That's how I got distracted.
He saw a $2.50 double combo for McDonald's.
Didn't make sense. I feel like I can get both those for $2 and save the 50 cents, and add another 50 cents to get a sundae.
The same Johnny was struggling earlier.
All right, so we're not gonna get into that.
Anyway, props to Kevin Owens though for putting on that match after what he took on Takeover.
That's another one. That I don't know how the fuck they fucking standing in the next day.
Him and Sasha Banks. How were
they
standing?
Z-Packs, baby.
Z-Packs, baby.
Z-Packs a nice bath.
No, they're even okay. So when you look at KO face, just for his body, right? He's not the most athletic man in the world, right? That dad bod.
300 pounds.
But what's nice is he looks like a wrestler. Like back in the day, they all looked like that. They didn't look like fucking cut up and chiseled.
There's a difference between not being chiseled and having a gut. Like I like KO, but he's got a gut. He's got that look. I'm a dad, and I'm kind of maybe giving up a little bit on what my body looks like because my wife is gonna accept me for who I am. Type of body.
Trapped her now.
It's like I impregnated her a couple of times. We got kids. There's legal obligations that keep you here. I think we're good. Okay. And then there's the old school wrestlers where it's not like I'm ripped and chiseled and I've got a 6-pack. No, but they still had it was still solid. They were rotund but jacked. That is not Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is
the man can kick my ass easily. That is not Kevin Owens. But it's that's actually a little different. It's a little different from maybe your perspective, but I think that's what appeals to a lot of people. He's a great competitor, but he's built like the average guy. Mm-hmm. This is a guy who looks like he cracks open a couple beers, got that beer belly, puts in that work, goes back home, bangs his wife.
Get it done.
Yes. Yeah, but for someone who's built like that and to come out, like you guys keep saying, and just put on a show 2 nights in a row. And we were saying if he comes out a third night tomorrow, put him up against Brock.
I fucking quit. I quit. Fuck this shit.
Could be an ice bath for a week.
Speaking of Brock.
Last match.
Don't we have any more matches to go through yet? No.
Nope.
I feel like we're going to run into 2-hour-long podcasts because of this.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, part 2.
So, I'm going to go ahead and eat crow, because... Well, actually, no. I remember I said I said Brock was going to win.
He did.
He did, but...
Not in the
so, see, this is where we talk about there's a difference between interferences, right? Mm-hmm. And, things happening outside of the ring.
So, let's give our listeners who might not have listened or watched the rundown. Brock Lesnar has locked in the Kimura on The Undertaker. And The Undertaker goes to kind of push up and pin Brock Lesnar. Charles Robinson goes for the count, gets a 1. While he's counting, on the other side that Robinson can't see this,
blind spot,
you have The Undertaker tapping out. I don't know how the fucking timekeeper
Bellboy
can see this shit, but he rings the bell. Mind you, it was only a 1 count for the pin first off. So he calls for the bell, and Charles Robinson goes off and says, you can't ring the bell. I'm the referee. I never called for the bell. It was a 1 count. The only one that can call for the bell is the ref, regardless of whatever else is happening.
The rumor is that the ring bellboy was an undercover druid.
I'm gonna take this microphone away from you.
That's what the rumor is.
Go ahead. Keep going.
So the Undertaker taps out, but okay, the ref doesn't see it. So the whole time that the referee is talking to the timekeeper and saying, the match is still going on, this is not over yet, you get the Undertaker hit a low blow on Brock Lesnar.
The China low blow.
Which leads to the Undertaker putting Brock Lesnar into the Hell's Gate. Which was, the best part, because Brock Lesnar doesn't tap out, nor should he have. Gives him the middle finger and he passes out.
Best gesture. He's like, fuck you, I'm passing out. I'm not tapping, bitch.
Just full Stone Cold Steve Austin mode kind of deal, which was pretty cool. And yeah, you get the Brock Lesnar passing out and the Undertaker winning. Let's get into it.
Well, Paul Heyman told it. He went ham. Paul Heyman.
Yeah. So yes, we did have Paul Heyman at the end of the broadcast going on a little mini rant. Why did the bellkeeper ring the bell?
It ruined the match.
It did. It completely did.
That match was great. If they let that match go on for maybe 5-10 more minutes and let it end the way it did, I would have been fine with it. But that interference
and with the Hell's Gate.
Yeah, and like that, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Yeah, I don't mind the fact that Undertaker won, but that whole to build drama? Like, I don't understand what the reasoning behind it was. Right? Is it to?
So if this is Vince saying, okay, this is how we're gonna finish this, it's to create a distraction without creating a distraction.
Yep.
It's a distraction without outside interference kind of thing.
Why do we always need a distraction though?
How else are you gonna get the low blow?
Is that necessary?
Apparently it is.
Well, you gotta make it
you've
believable.
Seen it twice already.
Yeah, they already set up on the past.
The whole point, the biggest thing they're building around between this rematch is the fact that the Undertaker's gotten 2 low blows.
Sounds like bad booking to me. Honestly.
Exactly, it is. Yeah. It's the worst booking in the world.
This is what the Undertaker's come down to. It's a guy who gives low blows. Like this. Really? Like this isn't towards you.
But no, we're just saying that this is against the Undertaker. It's not against the Undertaker either. Undertaker's being told, go get him a low blow. Yeah, Undertaker go, no, Vince, I don't want to do that. End of the day, Vince is the one telling him what to do.
No. It's not even against the Undertaker either. I'm just saying it in general, like creative and Vince. Like this is to them. It's constructive criticism in the sense of that's the best you can do. Like low blows from the Undertaker. Like this is what we're using to build up this match. You don't need distractions. You don't need. Look, you've had plenty of. Go ahead.
You can't. The Undertaker is not going to be without a. And I told this last time. Without a distraction, there's no clean finish to this match. With the Undertaker winning.
Yeah, you have to make it believable. I mean, there's no way I believe that Undertaker's going to beat Brock Lesnar clean. There's
16 months. 16 months for this rematch. And in those 16 months, you built the beast, Brock Lesnar, to be unbeatable. Mm-hmm. Nobody can beat him just like that. You have to beat him with something else back there, as something in your back pocket kind of deal. The Undertaker was never going to win this clean. And yes, that's what it took. It took, it's stupid, but it took low blows to get the Undertaker to a point where he just passes out. I think that, could you do it a different way and get a distraction a different way? I think so. Why they chose to go this route? It's easy. You built part 3. Just like that. You have part 3 ready to go.
Okay, so where do you see them hitting part 3?
WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Which I hate, because if this is gonna be the Undertaker's, I'm calling it right now. This is Undertaker's last WrestleMania.
I think this is his last match period since it's in Dallas, his home state.
That doesn't matter. This could be in Minnesota and it's still gonna be his last match. I hate it because this needs to be Undertaker versus Sting.
Yes, I agree with you.
If this is how you're sending Undertaker off, if this is how it ends, it has to be with Sting, because that is the match that nobody has seen that everybody wants.
Icon versus legend.
And for you to go and book Lesnar versus Undertaker a third time, you're giving this another, what are we in August? It's in April. 8 months. You're giving this 8 months to build the Undertaker as more unstoppable as he is. To have him lose cleanly to the Undertaker at WrestleMania 32 does not make sense. There's no way you give the Undertaker a second loss at WrestleMania 32. No way. Just doesn't happen.
I say I see this ending in Royal Rumble before WrestleMania.
The only reason you do that is if you skip the Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. Mind you, the last match that brought... We don't know what's happened now with Undertaker since he's gone to the backstage. Mm-hmm. We have no idea if he's collapsed again like he did last time. We have no idea how he is after this match, if he has anything broken or anything like that. For all we know, it'll be 16 months before we see him again. We don't know. This is by far the worst booking they could have done to end SummerSlam. Jimmy, you've been steaming over there. You've been kind of...
I've actually just been watching this GIF for the past...
Son of a bitch.
No, actually, I've been lost watching this, just hearing you, and I don't know, man. It's...
Unleash the Yumi.
So, you said unleash the Yumi?
Yes.
Okay, I get it. The way Brock's been built, he can't be beat clean. Is he ever gonna get beat clean? Like, no?
Unless you build somebody else up to be as unstoppable as Brock Lesnar, no. And the only person you can build and build up to be as unstoppable as Brock Lesnar is somebody from NXT. So your question becomes, who from NXT is gonna knock out Brock Lesnar?
No, I have no problem with him being unstoppable. Like, trust me, I actually kind of like the fact that he's unstoppable. It makes him an attraction, right? I like it.
We're going back to that attraction. I love it.
That's fine. I got no problem with that. It's just your comment bothered me. Am I supposed to believe that the Undertaker can beat Brock? I think we're supposed to suspend reality to some extent when we watch these things, right? Because the age gaps between a lot of these people are very, very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
When I think The Undertaker, I think The Undertaker, not 50-something-year-old.
50.
What's his name again?
Mark Calloway.
Yeah, I'm not thinking 50-something-year-old Mark, not Mark as in the wrestling term, but Mark as in The Undertaker Mark, versus Brock Lesnar. I think of The Undertaker as Brock Lesnar, right? The Undertaker is an image. It's something. It's someone, right? To me, the concept of The Undertaker should transcend his age, right? He's the Reaper. He's coming to get you.
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God,
but the way Paul Heyman is like portraying him is like making it seem like he's some like broken man.
It makes it seem you're almost making him seem human.
Yeah.
When to me, every time you guys talk about The Undertaker, he's spoken about he's almost immortal to some extent, but he's more than mortal.
Yeah. Right?
And now he's you have this immovable object versus an unstoppable force, that whole thing that they went through before. And I think when it comes down to it, it sometimes seems like The Undertaker has to give up a little more than Brock. Because look, you have this never-ending streak, right? So you had someone who is literally unstoppable. And then you have someone else who's also literally unstoppable. Now you're telling me that one had to give up his streak, and he now has to win dirty to win? It's like, okay, you're almost. It sounds like to me you're taking The Undertaker down a peg. You had someone who, again, is more than mortal, He's not a 55-year-old man in this world, right? Because you have to suspend belief to some extent. He is the Undertaker. So when I hear comments like, "Oh, he's old," and it's like it kind of bothers me because there's this gray area that we all kind of live in, right? Stardust is not some fucking crazy sociopath. He's literally the Prince of Dark Matter. Like, we're believing that, right? So as you continue to have this one icon constantly having to, okay, I'm gonna give up a little bit more. I'm gonna give a little bit more. I feel like you're trying to chip away on something that you guys have been watching be built over.
You're chipping away the Undertaker and you're bringing out Mark Calloway.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The Undertaker should be able to beat Brock clean. Period. He is the Undertaker. He's the 1 in 21-1. I've won 21 times. Remember how I always tell Elio every rat gets their day? Yeah, people sometimes lose. But it's greatness that gets you to overcome your loss and defeat those who've defeated you.
It's 22 now.
Huh? 22. But okay, but yeah. Either way. Fine. Still. It's a little ridiculous because now it's just I think I've made the point clear.
Point proven. It's a good. You're right. Everything you said is right. You're right. They need to figure something out because what they've done is not going to work. And if anything, it's just, do people really want to see Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar a third time?
No, I don't.
No, not at all. Well, if you give me the Undertaker, yes. If I don't want to see he's in a hospital again, like you said yourself, we don't know what happened in the backstage. I'm not supposed to think that the Undertaker is somewhere, like on his deathbed. Like, oh my God, I'm so broken by this beast. It's like this guy's putting people in goddamn fucking caskets.
I mean, you could tell him when he was walking out.
Again,
like he was dying.
Again, suspend belief a little bit though.
Yeah,
that is 55-year-old
exactly.
Mark, not the Undertaker. Yes, he can show a little bit of, he's overtaken by the match. That's fine, but I'll suspend that little bit of belief because he's a human being and I expect him to be a little beat up at the age of 55. But at the same time, he's the Undertaker. I'm not paying attention to that because you know why? The camera didn't fixate on that. It was fine the first time, but for it to happen again, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see. I need to see it a third time.
Why?
Because I want to believe again. I want to believe in the Undertaker. I feel like they're portraying him as some broken old man because he lost one time, which makes no sense to me. And what Yumi's saying is we shouldn't be seeing it that way. So I feel like I need to see it a third time.
And again, it's like you said, if you give me the Undertaker, then yes.
Yeah. Brock's great. Don't get me wrong. But when you think back, right, it's the Undertaker. Brock he's left, he's come back, he's had his health issues. To be quite honest, if he didn't have that, what did he have his problem in his abdomen?
Diverticulitis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd still be in MMA. He wouldn't come back. He came
exactly.
back.
He said it himself.
Yeah, he came back to this because he knows this is what his body's capable of doing.
It doesn't take a toll on his body.
Yeah, you have a man who's given pretty much his life to this company, and now he's kind of being shown the old Yeller treatment. Here, we'll take you out back and put you to pasture. That's bullshit. Give us the Undertaker. Put Brock in a casket. Not WrestleMania, in Royal Rumble. I want Brock in a fucking casket.
Get a casket match?
Yeah.
Buried alive, Joe.
Yeah. I want Brock buried alive. Hashtag that. Tell him Yumi sent you.
Hashtag Dallas.
There you go. I feel like this ending just killed the show for me. Which is why I said earlier that NXT was the better show this weekend. I'll give the pay-per-view 3 stars.
4 out of 5.
I'll give it 4.
3.5.
There you go.
It wasn't bad, but there were definitely a lot of questionable choices, and I think it goes to prove that the current universe agrees with how Triple H wants to run the organization versus what we've seen with Vince in the past couple decades.
Past day.
Huh?
In the past 6
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
I think this was the perfect showcase. Vince. I think we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
Vince versus Triple H.
Yeah.
And without a shadow of a doubt, I think Triple H is proving more and more this is what we need.
I forgot who on Twitter I read this read this comment, so I'm not going to take credit for what I'm about to say, but so you know how WWE is pretty much almost the top tier monopoly to some extent, right? So you have New Japan, you have ROH, what else do you have? TNA. The product, everybody always feeds into WWE, right? Because that is what's considered your top level.
I think I know where you're
That's
going.
where
with
you're
this.
gonna make your money.
It's where you're gonna make your money.
Majors.
No competition means you never have to up your game. His direct competition comes in his son-in-law. If anything, I hope that this shows to him that I really hope Vince. I know he's older. He may not want to listen, and he controls everything. And for sure, the org chart is almost like Apple's. Have you ever seen Apple's org chart when Steve Jobs was there? Everything goes to Steve Jobs. I have a feeling everything goes through Vince, right? Yep. I hope he's open to criticism and can see that he finally has a direct competitor that has the same capital and same money that he can work off of him, work against him, and see that look, here's a product right next door, and it is sucking people from this main attraction you have here.
It's a saying nowadays where it's like people don't want to go to the main roster. People want to be at NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And I think over the weekend, Finn Balor went on an interview and said, you know what, right now, I want NXT.
And I think it's because they have more freedom.
It's the freedom. It's the place to be right now. It's the competition that is taking over WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only a matter of time before things change.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about in years past, whenever they would have big events, SummerSlam, WrestleManias, little indie shows would come around town, and they would have shows on Saturdays just so they can get whatever extra fans that were around that weren't going to make it to whatever big pay-per-view event, so they can go ahead and leech off of the WWE. And what I've seen that they're starting to do over the past 2 or 3 months is whenever they have a big show, they'll bring NXT along with them. So that way that cuts all that shit off, which I think is genius by Vince.
Well, again, it's not Vince. Anything that has to do with NXT is Triple H. Anything and everything that is NXT is Triple H. This weekend, Saturday was the big ROH show in Brooklyn at the baseball field. And what happens? NXT comes along and says, you know what? We're throwing our show at the Barclay Center. And what happens? Sell out. Sell out in a matter of minutes. Maybe even an hour of that. And it's proving to the world that NXT is becoming bigger. And this NXT show in the UK, if they sell that out at all, completely, if they sell it out, it's more proof, hey, New Japan, you better watch the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Jam-packed Raw tomorrow. A lot of stuff that's going to go down. A lot of fallout for tonight. What are you most looking forward to tomorrow?
Definitely the fallout with Cena and Rollins, just to see how they set up how this rematch is supposed to go and mix it in with Night of Champions.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see the fallout for what we're talking about. Taker and Brock Lesnar. If Taker's not gonna fight anymore, who do you put up against Brock?
I don't think they're even gonna touch. They're not gonna touch. They're not gonna touch who's fighting who. You'll have Paul Heyman's segment where he talks about how the true winner was Brock Lesnar. He tapped out, and you'll get that same segment. Remember, you want to keep Brock in the minds of people, but not necessarily show Brock.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's actually scheduled for tomorrow.
Oh, is he really?
I think so.
Okay. Well,
I haven't looked at his latest card, but I think he's...
Same thing. Well, the point still being the same, that I don't think they're going to speak specifically I hope not, specifically to who they're fighting. Let people kind of get over what happened and move forward. Actually, what I'm curious to see is how they start working this storyline for Divas Championship.
Okay.
I actually think that probably be the most reasonable thing to come out of all this.
For me, it's Kevin Owens and Cesaro.
Mm.
Now that you've had this match, where are these two guys going? Because goddammit, they need to go somewhere. Apart from that, kind of going back into to Kurt's point here, not really about the rematch between John Cena and Seth Rollins. Does Seth Rollins keep the U.S. Open Challenge going? If that's going to be a match.
I don't think so.
Nah.
I think that's a Cena thing, so he can help.
But Triple H made Seth Rollins do the World Heavyweight Championship Open as a thing. So, do you continue doing that? Do you continue doing an open challenge?
No, I think he did that just to like build up like Cesaro. We saw Neville, KO. I think it was a build for those guys, and now we have them in there. I don't think it was an every week thing that they were going to do. I think they planned that for sure.
I think that was a temporary thing. I don't know.
I'm just curious to see if they do it.
I hope not.
We shall see.
The U.S. Open Challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
something
see.
I'm looking forward to.
If it shows up, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Not one bit. But I'd
rather not.
Yeah, I'd rather not have that.
Third thing I'm looking forward to is, does Rollins stay in white?
God, I hope not.
All right. Anything else I want to touch base with? You guys got anything? I don't know, Yumi, you got a Yumi's Corner in you?
No, I think I
you already
spent myself on the Undertaker little rant.
Well, folks, we have reached the end of our show. Quite a busy weekend, as you guys have heard. A lot of stuff moving forward. We'll see how this tomorrow Raw works. We'll see what big things come out of that, if any big things come out of that. In the meantime, check us out. We are online, rafterspodcast.com. Check us out on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/rafterspodcast. We are on Twitter at rafterspodcast. I am at Twitter at greedy1989.
I'm on Twitter. I got DMV Soul.
I'm on Twitter, Rafters_Yumi.
There's no personal website this time. Check us out on YouTube. You'll have links to our personal website, rafterspodcast.com.
Pornhub.com/Yumi.
You just gotta do it all the time, don't you?
Every time.
X-Hamster broken.
There's also X-Hamster.
Okay. Shoot us an email, guys, if you have any questions, anything you want us to talk about. Questions, we'll love to do a Q&A show one day. Check us out on, shoot us an email, fromtheraptorspodcast@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/raptorspodcast. I'm only going to say it one time this time, so I don't say it 3 times like last time. Fucking Yumi. Yeah. For Kurt, for Yumi, for Busy, I'm Kevin. We will check you guys next time.
Yeah, we already turned up, like we don't give a fuck, so gon' throw it up, yeah. And you ain't ready for my click, cause my niggas in this bitch and we about to run shit, hey. And we already turned up, like we don't give a fuck, so gon' throw it up, yeah. And you ain't ready for my click, cause my niggas in this bitch and we about to run shit, hey. And we about to set it off, hey. And we about to set it off, yeah. Cause we about to set it off, yeah, nigga, we about to set it off. Hey, real pimp shit with a swag like I'm stone cold. Eyes real low, side effects of my medical. I stay proper, you ain't even gotta bother. Everything's on me, tell your girls they can follow. VIP section where we at, no question. Popping bottles, not counting, something like it's my perfection. I see you choosing, you gotta hit my section. Take you to the crib and teach your ass a little lesson, and then I show you how to work that. Cena drop it low and shawty twerk that. I told her ass, get ready for some dreams. I'ma beast up in these sheets and you ain't gotta second guess it. Cause I take you to the room, let's get it started. And tell them hoes to come, tell them it's a party. party. Bunch of double cups and we smoking on some Molly. And if you're really down, baby girl, you can holler, cuz. And we already turned up, like we don't give a fuck. So gon' throw it up, yeah. And you ain't ready for my clique, cause my niggas in this bitch and we about to run shit. Hey. And we already turned up, like we don't give a fuck. So gon' throw it up, yeah. And you ain't ready for my clique, cause my niggas in this bitch and we about to run shit. Hey. And we about to set it off, Hey. And we about to set it off, Yeah. Cause we about to set it off, Yeah, nigga, we about to set it off, Hey.